We know who the baddie in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is, and it gives us a pretty good guess at who Star-Lord's papa might be. Find out on Nerdist News. Phase 3 is in effect, y'all! Captain America Civil War has kicked off a brand new wave of Marvel flicks, and even though we've only got Doctor Strange left this year, next year we're getting a record 3, count 'em, 3 Marvel movies. We've got a fresh new solo flick for Spider-Man, a franchise-ending threequel for Thor, and best of all, the return of everybody's favorite gang of space weirdos, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I am super excited for 2 of those movies. Guess which ones in the comments below. And despite the fact that the movie's been shooting for a while now down in Atlanta, Georgia, we know basically nothing about the movie's plot other than the fact that it'll feature Star-Lord's dad and add Mantis to the team. That is, until now. Cause thanks to Joe Blow and comicbookmovie.com, we've got a pretty good idea of who the movie's baddie is, which fills in a whole lot of blanks. If you don't want to know about it, just turn away. Sources for both sites have claimed that Aisha, aka Paragon, aka Kismet, aka her, but K.A. Aisha, in the movie, according to reports, will be the villainess that menaces the Guardians this go-around, and she'll most likely be the character played by the man from Uncle's Elizabeth Debicki. Now you may be asking yourself, her? But trust us, Aisha is actually a pretty exciting choice, for reasons, and here they are. For those of you who don't know, Aisha was created by an evil group of scientists called the Enclave, who were obsessed with crafting the perfect human specimen to restart our race. Aisha is a golden, literally golden, super being with a whole gamut of superpowers. She could tap cosmic energy to gain super strength, to regenerate, to blast out energy beams, all that good space stuff. But before the Enclave crafted her, they crafted another, and his name was Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is a hugely important member of the Guardians of the Galaxy and the entire Marvel Universe at large. He ran with the Guardians during one of their more prominent runs, one from which James Gunn's movie drew a lot of inspiration, and he actually plays a major role in a little storyline called The Infinity Gauntlet. So yeah, introducing Aisha now, a character whose most known storylines involve her trying to hunt down Adam Warlock so they can mate and create the perfect race, seems like a pretty good indication that Warlock will finally appear in Guardians Volume 2 after cameoing as a cocoon last go-around in the Collector's Lair. But what role will Warlock play? Well, here's where things get interesting. We know that Guardians 2 will hinge on the identity of Peter Quill's father, but James Gunn has confirmed that the character will not be Jason of Spartax as he is in the comics. And we know, thanks to Yondu in Guardians 1, that Pete's dad is a bit of an asshole. So, a perfect human specimen trying to outrun a woman intent on mating with him. Sounds like an asshole to me. I'm calling it now, folks. Star-Lord's dad is Adam Warlock. Nothing?
Yeah.
For all the times you cheer over stupid stuff. And good. And our best guess is that he's being played by none other than Kurt Russell himself. Woo! Oh, computer who wore tennis shoes. That's right, I remember where you started. So will we see Peter Quill and the Guardians of the Galaxy unite again to stop an evil, genetically perfect, nigh unstoppable lady from seducing his omnipotent space dad? I mean, that sounds outrageous, hilarious, and cosmic as hell, which would be pretty appropriate for a Guardians movie, so we're hoping so. But what do you guys think? Do you dig Aisha, or were you holding out for a more recognizable villain? Do you think Elizabeth Debicki will play the role, or will another her sneak up and take her namesake? Are you down with Adam Warlock as Peter Quill's pops? Let's discuss. Dan, what's popping on the old Dan cave today?
Well, Jess, I'm glad you asked. So last week, the internet lost its damn mind after Captain America made a pretty crazy reveal that, spoiler alert, he's been in Hydra all along. There's also a big reveal in DC Rebirth. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh, see, that's the reaction. That's what the internet did.
What?
But here's the thing. That is not the only time the internet has gone like WTF overhearing a huge comics twist. And anyone who's been reading comics more than a minute will be able to tell you this is nothing new. So today on the Dan Cave, we're talking about some of the most WTF-worthy controversial moments in comic book history. Yeah, the whole time.
What do you mean the whole time?
Hydra.
He belongs to Hydra? He's been like a...
Hail Hydra.
No! No!
Yeah.
That's a fucking lie! You lied, Dan Casey, you lie! What? That makes no fucking sense!
Here's the thing, it might if you read issue 2. That's only the first issue, you gotta trust. The writer wrote more than one issue. But yes, this is the internet's reaction in a nutshell. And so I
Is he
sort
like
of
a
addressed
Manchurian
that.
Candidate thing?
I don't know. The Denzel version or the original?
I don't know. Original, I guess?
Yeah, he's no Denzel. Who knows? It remains to be seen. The writer said it's not mind control. He said it's not a clone. It's Steve Rogers. And you can hear all that and more on today's episode of The Dan Cave right now on Nerdist.com.
Holy, my mind is just...
Comics, right?